These are randomly generated NHL players, and I will be selecting 20 of them to build my team. For today's challenge, I will only be able to select players on a team that made the playoffs. After all the selections have been made, we will assemble this team on NHL 25 franchise mode, and at this point, you know the deal. Hopefully we don't get too many players in the mid-70s. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I mean, we got what a weird set of players, but we are going with Matthew Knies because, well, we have to. Although, even if we didn't have to, wouldn't be upset picking him. All right, let's see what we can do here. That's unfortunate. We only have one option yet again, and it is Mr. Blake. He's actually been having a time with the Carolina Hurricanes, but I don't think the EA Sports rating is going to reflect that yet. Here we go. Oh, man. I mean, he's not playing because he got hurt because they didn't sit their players. But of course, we will be taking Jason Robertson. Get real. This is going... I almost jinxed it. I was going to say this was going so well so far. And we almost had a situation where we had to take a mid-70 player. But thankfully, Max Domi came to save the day. He's at 735 games already. I don't know why. It just feels like he hasn't... Oh, baby. Montreal's in the... That's the matchup right there. In fact, by the time this comes out, the series could be over because I'm recording quite a lot in advance. But we are going to go with my boy, Tim Winston. I am absolutely loving this team so far. Debating between Fogle and... Nah, we're going for Warren. I, of course, would have taken Lucas Raymond, but we cannot. Absolutely flying through this here. We're getting saved by the last player too many times. I don't think my achy breaky heart can handle this anymore. We will be, however, acquiring my Stromey, Dylan Strome. So far we have 2 Leafs and 2 Capitals. Oh, wow. What do I do here? That's actually a really tough decision. They're both right wingers. I kind of like that Caulfield shoots right. Timo Meier's not a sniper, but I think Cole Caulfield should be. You know what? I'm going to live on a prayer halfway there. We're going for Cole Caulfield, and I really hope he's a sniper. Yeah, here we go. Ooh. Technically, we could take any of these, but I am, for whatever reason, leaning towards Corey Perry. What do we look like for centers, though? Jordan Staal, really good in the dot. All right, fine. We'll go with Jordan. What do we have here? We have one option, and I am super hyped about it. Certified Short King. Love that for him. He's also just really good at hockey. I haven't done an official count yet, but we're certainly getting up there for forwards. Come on. Easy choice. Nate Dio double. This is actually our last forward, and so far we have not had to... There we go again. Barbashev saved by the last player once more. Defense, we might not be so lucky. Nate Schmidt is an option, but of course we're going for Shea Theodore. Getting super lucky right now. Don't think we're going to have the same fate in the simulation, though. I actually saw a comment that was just, bro, win a cup. I'm trying. Do you not think I'm trying here? I could be taking some unique players, whatever, going around the best ones to not be like a super team. I'm not doing that. I'm taking all the best players that I can. And with that being said, we're going with Braden McNabb. You listen to me. I want to win this cup. There's our first mid-70 player. I want to win this cup so bad. Like, it is actually starting to bother me a little bit. I know I'm just making videos here, some content, but like, it's actually really starting to get to me. We don't have a choice, but even if we did, it's ESSA every day of the week and twice on Sunday. What do we have as our next set of players? Thanks, Aaron. I don't know why we're cooking so hard right now, and Are you kidding me? First of all, we have 3 Golden Knights defenders, which is so weird. Once we do finally... Hey, yo. I actually am so confused as to what's going on right now. I swear this is not rigged. I know the Caps are my boys, but... And yes, I am wearing an LA hat. I'm allowed to like the hat, okay? Jake Ottinger will, of course... Jake Ottinger will, of course, be backstopping this team. And the next netminder... 100%. 1,000... We can't avoid this guy, and I love it. The GOAT. Marc-Andre Fleury. Welcome aboard. This team is going to be really, really good. But let's hope that NHL 25 also thinks that. Thank you for flying Ripman Airways. We have landed on NHL 25, and your Kansas City Comets are 92 overall in Division 2. The Golden Knights got absolutely gutted. We were $7 million over the cap, which obviously is not ideal, but I've seen worse. We've been like 30 over the cap before, so 7 seems like nothing. We'll just toss some guys on LTIR. Easy. You know what, Jabronsky? I'm feeling nice today. I'll go ahead and allow you to remain on, even though you're not going to do anything. Brandon Murley. Merles, no way. This is me, bro. Hands off. The moment has arrived. Let's see what our chemistry looks like. Are you absolutely kidding me with that first line? Who's this lad on the fourth line? Did I miss some? Please tell me I didn't miss somebody. Why exactly is Max Domi in the AHL? Can someone explain this to me? Problem has been solved. I don't necessarily like Logan Stankoven on the fourth line, and if I move him up, then he gets a +2. So why would I not do that? Strome and Wilson reunited here on the second line. They got Barbashev. I don't know if we'll see a lot of goal scoring from that line. Actually, you know what? I'm tempted to make a move. We don't need 2 snipers on the first line. So what if I move Barbashev up, or what if I move Wilson up? I think I'd rather have Caulfield on the first line and go with J-Rob Strome and Tim Winston. Why is Tom Wilson's role third line scoring forward? What are we doing? Defensively, I like what I see. We got all green. It's not majorly green, but it is green. Theodore and Pietrangelo get along, of course. Ekblad and Lindell. Glad you guys are friends. And then McNabb and the mid-70s Scott Morrow, who I specifically found a non-defensive defenseman, because otherwise they would have hated each other. Tending the goal, we got Jake Eo, Otter, if you might. This team should win the Stanley Cup. But will they? Who knows? I am going to try to have a little chitty chat with some of these guys, see if we can boost up the chemistry just a little bit more. So, through the superb power of video editing, we'll be right back. I hate to break it to you, but Man of the Riz has done it again. Look at this chemistry. Obviously, some of the players were like no dice because J-Rob wants to be on the first line. Strome wants to be on the first line. Nyes and Stankoven do not want to be third liners. Defensively, we cooked. We got a +3, a +5 now, and both of these guys weren't into it, unfortunately, but we still have the green +1. I'm going to say Nathaniel Dogg gets the most points. He's going to have 108. Yeah. And this squadron will obtain 51 wins. Let's simulate. It would be kind of fun to go back through this video and have the same generated players, but focus on players that didn't make playoffs. Just see that with the same randomization, what team we ended up with. Obviously, I wasn't really focusing too much on those players because I was specifically looking for what we needed. The boys are buzzing 9-2-1. We beat the Sabres, and that was a blowout. And now we're on a 3-game losing streak, as you do. Bounce back with a win against the Sabres and the Canucks. Take down the Golden Knights. We already ripped their whole team right out from under them. The St. Louis Blues are having a season. They are first in the division right now. They've also played like 4 less games than us, so I don't know what they're doing over there, but clearly they are the better team in Missouri. The Montreal Canadiens have canned Martin St. Louis. Oh, this guy's an A. Yeah, we're keeping him. Never mind. Sorry, Martin. The Dallas Stars just dummied us even though we took their starting goaltender from them. We took some players from the Jerks as well, and we shut them out. Super down to not get the President's Trophy, by the way. So if you guys want to, like, cook but not cook that hard, I'm thinking more of a medium than a well done. You know what I'm saying? Trade deadline is approaching us here. This team is doing mighty fine. We are first in the division by quite a bit now. Wow, yeah, the St. Louis Blues came out of the gates flying, but they have cooled right off. I'm not even going to bother going to the trade deadline because this wasn't a fantasy draft, so there's no point. Of course, we lose 7-4 to the Flyers, who are having a terrible season. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Let's beat the Stars. Nice. We have officially entered April. We have 47 wins at the moment, 4 games remaining, and 48 wins. Look at us go. So I think we are going to break 50 here, which is real nice. Something Bryson could never do. Overtime loss, Final game against the Isles. Let's take them down. Ah, so close to 51. Our first round matchup is against the Boston Bruins, the big bad ones. We did finish first in the division. We had 109 points. Washington Capitals actually got pretty close to us at the end there. They have 103. They had 49 wins. We just had a lot more overtime losses. The President's Trophy goes to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Tampa Bay Lightning above us as well with 110. But we're third, which is a good spot to be. I like that. Smashville got 94 points and did not make the playoffs. You hate to see it. Boston, who we're up against, finished 16th, and then St. Louis ended up sneaking in at 90 points. What an absolute legend this guy is. 119 for Nathaniel. He had 60 tucks, which could be a Rocket Richard. There's a very real possibility. Ivan Barbashev almost had 100. Goal Caulfield, 98. J-Rob was 79. Wait, is McKinnon a sniper or a playmaker? Okay, he is a playmaker. He just scores. Our second line did solid. Shea Theodore, 50 points. Matthew Nyes and Stankoven. Definitely proud of you. We also got 40 from Pietrangelo. If you might. Ekblad, 29. They are big into the plus minus as well. Not the best numbers from this guy, which for some reason that doesn't surprise me too much. 904 from Jake Ottinger. He had a 295 GAA. Flower played unreal, however. 920. Small sample size, but we'll ignore that. Wow, Otter actually had the most wins. I mean, he played 10 more games than Vazzy and only had 2 more dubs, but I don't make the rules. Your defensive point leader is Quinstopher Hughes. 105, 14 tucks. Actually, 14 from the top 3 here. Cale Makar, 76. I guess without Nate, he's lost. All right, let's relax here. Pappy had 133 points and 70 tucks. What are we doing?
Crushed it.
McKinnon tied McDusty. They both had 119. Are you kidding me? Had 118. He's up there. Our first round opponent, the Boston Bruins. They have Zaka, Middlestat, and Pasta as their first line. Geeky, Lindholm. Yeah, we should make light work of them. Defensively, they're all right. They got Jeremiah Swayman tending the goal, but yeah, I just don't see a world where they beat us. So I'm sure EA does see that world, and it's probably this one. First 5 games. You know the rules. I don't think it should even get to that point, but do not do this to me. We don't lose to the Boston Bruins. We don't. That doesn't work. Okay? Best of 3. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do this anymore. Win a cup already. Yeah, I'm trying, but there's only so much I can do. The Boston Bruins now have a 1-0 lead thanks to David Pastrnak. Kansas City with a power play to end the period. No dice. We're out shooting them aggressively. Thank you, Nate. It's about time. There we go. Warren Fogle, 2-1 good guys. Let's keep it running. Pasta scores again. A peeper to tie this game up. And we're going to lose, aren't we? Third period. We're now getting outshot somehow by this team. Super impressive. Come on. 2 power plays and you guys don't score? What an absolute joke. 5 minutes remaining. Warren Fogle, you are my favorite player on this team. What an icon. We're going to OT. I'm not jumping into the actual game because this is not a game 7. So they have not earned that just yet. How long was that? What, did we murder somebody? Love me some first round exits. Your Stanley Cup final is between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's pretty boring. Tampa Bay absolutely dusting Toronto. Oh, Toronto, don't call it a comeback. Do not do that. If Tampa Bay blows this, that's insane. Your defensive leader once again is Quinn Hughes. He had 23 points in just 19 games played. There is nobody even close to that. Art Hart combo intact from Pappy. Quinn Hughes with the Norris. Braden Point gets the Lady Bing. No surprises so far. Calder goes to Michkov. Nikita Kucherov did get the Conn Smythe. Hellebuck acquires the Vezina. Wall earned the Jennings, and I guess he kind of split it with Stolarz, you could see there. Martinez awarded the Bill Masterton. Howe acquires the Jack Adams. Selke to Sidney the Kidney. Pappy with another one, and how about one more? Yeah, he had 70 tucks. What are we looking at here? Well, thank you. If you have other draft ideas, let me know. We could do the inverse of this as well, that only non-playoff teams are eligible, and we could also do this in a fantasy draft form as well. If you could subscribe, that would be sick, and I would love that for me. Do you think we're ever going to win a cup, guys? I'm starting to really question it here.